Welcome back to another installment of the ONJ podcast, YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, TikTok, wherever you're watching us.
Yes.
Directly from work, instantly giving you our first thoughts of the NBA trade deadline. As always, I am your host, Orlando.
I'm your host, Jeremiah.
And
Uh,
we have a very exciting trade deadline. Many trades happened, many trades didn't happen. What we got first?
so first we have, Trey Young. He started the deadline off pretty strong. Right? Kind of set the tone. Anybody can be moved. You know what I mean? Even your potential franchise guys. First trade we have is a three-team trade. So we have the Cavs, the Kings, and the Bulls. So the Cavs were able to get Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis. The Kings were able to get DeAndre Hunter, and the Bulls were able to get Dario Saric, who I and oh yeah, he was with the Kings, and then a 2027 second round pick, and a 2029 second round pick as well. So, just your thoughts. What are your overall thoughts?
First overall thoughts, I think the Cavs were kind of looking for another backcourt, scoring potentially off that bench. Dennis Schroeder works great for them in that spot. Um, Potential rising star in Ellis. I think it's gonna be very well for them. I think and they did other trades to restructure the roster pretty well. Um, I don't even know what to say for the Kings. The Kings are always a question mark on some of the things they do. Um, because they did this trade, but apparently, guess who's still on the roster?
DeMar
Zach
DeRozan and Zach LaVine.
DeMar DeRozan. Unbelievable that they're still on the roster, but
I'm trying to see like
the
what's
Kings
that
will
even gonna look like?
the Kings will be the Kings.
The Kings will be the Kings.
The Kings will be the
Uh, yeah, I don't know. That wing depth is, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know what's the fit going to be with Hunter. You know,
Kings.
you've got now he doesn't need the ball, so I mean that's a plus. And he's a good defender. But in regards to just trying to see the overall fit, because he can score the ball. I believe he had a season where he averages high as 16, 17 points a game, maybe 18. So he can score the ball, but I'm just trying to see what the fit's going to be because you also have Keegan Murray that has to come back as well. So, like, I mean, maybe Hunter does come off the bench, as he did with the Cavs, but yeah, I'm not too sure on this move, but I love the Cavs, getting some depth. You know what I mean? Dennis Schroeder, they have him. They're gonna have him for 2 more years after this, if they choose to not trade him. He's playing in the first year, of that 3 year, 40 mil contract that he signed. Now, Keon Ellis is gonna be interesting because he is a solid player. He can defend, and he's gonna be a free agent. So maybe them making this move, I guess, points to signs that they're gonna, extend him probably. Maybe sign him, to an extension. Then the Bulls, I guess the Bulls clearly rebuilding. We'll talk about other trades that they did as well.
At least they got a
You know,
big man. And a big
they
man.
got a big, Dario Saric, he's tough. And then you get a second round pick, for in 2 years, you get the scout to see what players you have. But yeah, I love this trade for the Cavs though. Good gives them some good guard depth as well. And I want to tie this into also like another trade in the future too, because I'm curious to see your thoughts on that as well.
Okay.
So, who you got? Who you think won that one?
Who do I think won that one? The
I mean, it's kind of obvious,
the Cavs. The Cavs.
but yeah. I mean,
No,
I'm curious to see what Hunter does. With that squad. Sabonis, Murray. I mean,
the
those
bonus is
was
still on the team. He didn't get traded either. Crazy.
yeah. I don't know why. I don't know if it was like a bit. I thought I saw something that he got traded. I don't know if I was tripping. Maybe I was tripping. I don't know. But yeah. So Sabonis. still on the team. So next, I mean, I don't do we have Hawks Trailblazers. Uh, Trailblazers get Krejci. Not really too familiar with his game. Uh, Duop Reef, a solid big. Um, I don't know where he fits, with the Hawks. What they have, Big O, and I mean, I'm curious. I mean, maybe he could be a solid backup big. So I'll see if he gets some minutes. Then second round pick. So you get some picks as well. So good picks for the Hawks. Yeah. You got anything?
I am not familiar with your game.
I don't know. I have no idea. Jazz Grizz. This is the one. All right.
This is the one.
This is the one. So the Jazz, they get. No, let me get it right. I don't wanna misspeak. Jazz gets Jaren Jackson Jr., John Conchar, Jock Landale, Vince Williams Jr. On the Grizzlies side, Kyle Anderson, who's on a 3-year deal. I think he's on the second year of a 3-year deal. Walter Clayton Jr., NCAA champion. Taylor Hendricks, Florida boy. Well, man, I mean he's a man, but uh, Florida man. George Niang, and 3 first-round picks. Go for it.
Completely came out of left field. Out of all the
Left
teams,
field.
out of all the teams he could have gotten Jaren Jackson Jr. The Jazz were at the very end of my list.
Really?
Um,
Why? I'm
well,
curious.
near the end of my list. Why would I don't understand why they would take Jaren Jackson Jr. I didn't see the
Okay.
Jazz as a buyer this season. I thought I kind of saw them as a seller, selling pieces. Um,
Okay.
but it looks like them and the Hawks. I mean, not them and the Hawks. Them and the Wizards are for some reason trying to really accelerate that rebuilding process really faster than usual.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously the Wizards with Trae Young and then a lot of trade that happened. But yeah, Jaren Jackson. I think he's gonna provide good defense for them, especially in the market that doesn't provide defense for
Um,
them. Um, it's gonna be a good
Jaren
fit.
Jackson and Walker Kessler in the
And
same
Walker
front
Kessler.
court. Ugh.
Yeah,
Like what?
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
even I like Filipowski too. Like, I mean, like he's solid too as well. So
and
it
I think
definitely.
those first round picks that they traded weren't even theirs. There's other
Oh,
people's first round picks, if I remember
that's even
correctly.
better. That's even
Um,
better.
but yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
You ain't messing with the Grizz then. They just sold
They're
they
rebuilding.
sold to
They're
him.
rebuilding. They got 3 first round picks. Congrats to them. I mean, I think they're top three with the most picks in the NBA right now. It's
Okay.
them. I forgot who the other team was. And then OKC, because OKC has been stacking them since I was 9 years old in middle school. But um yeah, the Grizzlies are rebuilding. Complete. The Grizzlies are rebuilding, yet they still have John Morant for some reason. Another
Wild.
thing that doesn't make sense, but I mean, like, go off, apparently.
I love this trade. I think Jazz clearly I don't want to say win now mode, but they clearly see they clearly feel like they have some good core pieces. You know what I mean? Uh, Jaren Jackson, I think he's a great addition to add. You know, move Larry Market into that 3 role, kind of like what he played with the Cavs, with Mobley and Allen. You know what I mean? Which probably would be a more comfortable role, and then also allow Jaren Jackson to play that 4. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to be a small ball center no more, right? He can be a true power forward, which is good for him. They have a solid deal for him as well. So he's playing. He just started his 4-year, 195 contract. So he's in the first year of that. So they don't have to worry about free agency or nothing like that. He's pretty much locked in. You know what I mean? And to give up 3 first-round picks, I mean, you definitely believe. in what he can bring to your franchise. I mean, yes, they do have other players, Vince Williams and everything like that. But I mean, the marquee guy was of this deal was Jaren Jackson. So to give up that many picks, and I guess you said they weren't it wasn't really their picks, but to give that up, for him, I think it'll be good. I think be exciting as well. I mean, the front their Utah's backcourt, with I mean Collier the other day just had 22 assists, right? You know what I mean? And their backcourt, Ace Bailey slowly but surely will get there. Cal Filipowski, solid big. So they've got some pieces, just and Will Hardy seems like a good coach and a tough coach at that. You know what I mean? So uh a first like a young head coach, what I mean, like a young tenured head coach, like a fairly new head coach with a young team. Um Hopefully they can grow together. That'll be good to see. Then for the Grizz, I mean, yeah, you build rebuild pretty much. I like Taylor Hendricks. I hope he could get some playing time. I'm curious, like I wonder if Walter Clayton will get some more playing time as well. He can score the ball. Like he could really score that ball. So I'm wondering how that will work, especially with him and Ja. But I mean, Ja's gonna take up a lot of minutes, but yeah, I mean, solid. But definitely a great pickup for the Jazz for sure. So you got.
Yeah.
All right. Next trade, another three-teamer. The Bulls, Pistons, Timberwolves. All right. The Bulls get Mike Conley and Jaden Ivey. Uh, Pistons get Kevin Herter. Dario Saric gets traded again, sadly. Uh, Hopefully he didn't get on that plane. Um, 2026 first round pick swap from Minnesota for the Pistons. And then Minnesota, they just wanted some money for Giannis, which clearly didn't happen. So, like, you got
Um. First off, I didn't even know about the first round pick swap. I think that's pretty good for Detroit. Um. Eh, I guess they're both playoff teams. It's not that big thing. Anyway, the Bulls ended up winning. I think they did a buy low, like a low risk, high reward type of thing when they got Jaden Ivey.
right.
Um. So I think it's well for them. I think Mike Conley got retraded later on. Um, so I'm not gonna touch on him. Um, but buying low on Jaden Ivey, I think it's gonna work out. Well, hopefully the Bulls have like 15 point guards on their roster. Um, so
So he
we'll
got
see how
traded
they
again?
do. Mike Conley,
Yeah.
he either got traded or he got waived, bought out,
Yeah,
something
I
like
think
that.
they might. I don't think they're gonna keep him. Yeah,
Um,
they don't seem like it.
it didn't really make a lot of, in my eyes, it didn't make a lot of sense for the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think they got much value in this trade.
Okay.
Like I said, that pick swap Minnesota, they're both playoff teams. Um, and I wanted them to get like I don't think Kevin Herter really moves the needle for them.
Okay.
You have Duncan Robinson who just went
He
off
was
for like
great.
20
He was
something
great.
points that game. So
Hmm.
I don't see the idea of getting Kevin Herter. I think it's a little redundant. I think you should kind of consolidate and get like a pure bucket getter. Um,
Or more
Brunson,
or more big depth as well, like another center. I think they could have used another center for sure. I mean, I wonder if they. Oh, it'll be interesting if they bring back Mason Plumlee. We'll talk about him a little bit later, but he was waived, so wonder. I mean, that's a vet. It's a vet, but yeah. Uh, Great trade though. Chicago must be signing Ivy. They must be committed to him long term. I'm assuming, right? Because I mean, he will be restricted, so they can match whatever offer if they want to. Matt, you said what?
they bought low, so there's not much risk there, honestly, in my opinion. Like even if he
Yeah,
walked, at least you got half a season to try him out to see how he fits with you guys.
yeah, yeah. I'm curious what that looks like. Because Josh Giddey is definitely a ball dominant type of guard. And sets the floor. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering. like what that looks like in terms of oh what
I
did
could
some
tell
news
you
just
right now. I could
did
tell
some
you
news
right
just
now.
come in? Oh,
No, not some news.
I thought
I
some
could just
news
tell
just
you
came.
right now. When you were watching the Thunder as Billy Donovan was your coach, he really loved the 3 point guard lineup. Um, I think the Bulls really gave him like free reign, and he was like, you know what? I don't think 3 point guards is enough. We're gonna run 5 point guards out there, and we're really gonna be playmaking on this floor. Um, so get ready for that. That's how it's gonna work out by him playing
No,
5 point guards.
because I believe. I mean, I guess he would fill in. We'll talk about Coby White in a little bit, but I guess he would fill in for Coby White. I'm assuming, right? Because at a point, and I don't know if they still are. I haven't seen a Bulls game in a minute because they were starting Trey Jones and Josh Giddey together. You know what I mean? And Trey Jones was putting up some good numbers. So to add Ivy in the mix, I hope they don't put him at the three. Like that'll be. I mean, well, they were playing, like you said, they were playing White, Trey Jones, and Giddey at the same time. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to put Ivy at the three. But yeah, I agree. I agree with what you said though. No, why not take the risk? You know what I mean? Like he's pretty much not going to get consistent minutes. You know, especially with him coming back from injury, he wasn't going to get those minutes with the Pistons. So why not see if he could make some shaking? They see something they like. You know, assign him to a longer term deal. I mean, the Pistons, you get more shooting. You know what I mean with Kevin Herter. Dario Saric, you get a vet. I'm curious if they keep him. That might be the good big depth. So I mean, instead of Mason Plumlee, I mean, he's not a center. Like, I would hope. I think they probably need a backup center just for Duran. But I mean, if they do decide to keep him, he's definitely a veteran and first round pop pick swap. So, and in Minnesota, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. We'll get into him a little bit later, but I'm just not sure what the plan is exactly.
Um, I just want to say, Josh Giddey better get ready to play center. Um, because this next trade happened. Go ahead, say the next trade.
Next trade. Chicago Bulls again. Okay. Chicago Bulls, they get Anthony Simons,
The
another
point guard.
guard. Hey, hey,
Will they trade
another
away?
guard. Snatch back, step back. You score, I score. You pass the ball, I pass the ball. A second round pick as well with Anthony Simons. And who do they give up? Nikola Vucevic and another second round pick. Go off.
Um, another point guard for the Bulls. Um, and they kept him. They didn't retrade him later, which is kind of confusing. I thought they would retrade him. I don't see the point of keeping him. Um,
And Fernie? You talking about Fernie?
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Celtics though. They got a center, another center. Um, I don't know if they'll start Vucevic, or maybe he'll be the backup. Either way, it's a
Yeah.
pretty good for them,
Who they gonna start over Vucevic?
huh?
Who they gonna start over Vucevic?
Their current starter,
What, Kata?
yeah.
You like Kata over Vucevic?
Defensive wise,
Okay, yeah.
I think you have him in that starting lineup because Jalen Brown takes all the shots. You bring Vucevic in off the bench to completely cook off the bench and completely cook every center off the bench. Ideally, I mean that could go work great for them. Who knows? Maybe they'll start him, but I that's how I envision it if I was the Celtics.
I'm actually not too mad at that because with Kata, you're gonna get like consistent effort, especially on the defensive end. So then you bring Vucevic in, and you could kind of play it out. You know what I mean, in terms of a hot cold type of thing. Like if he's on, you know what I mean. Like if offensively it's carrying the team, well, not carrying the team, but contributing to the team to where he's not that much of a defensive liability, then hey, I could like, keep him in the game. But then, with him already being off the bench, hey, if you're not defending or if you're hurting the team more than helping the team, then, you know, uh, we'll have Kata. So no, that's actually a good point. Yeah. Because I mean he's 16 points and 9 rebounds coming off the bench like that. Just those numbers alone, like it just sounds wild with him potentially coming off the bench. But but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just an audition tape. Uh,
For
like I
who?
said with Ivy, because with Ivy, he's a restricted free agent after this year.
Anthony Simons is not restricted.
Yeah, he's also yeah, he's not a restricted, but he's also a free agent after this year.
He's
So
expiring. Yeah.
so I don't so I don't know, like maybe the Bulls want to see who can perform better or who they want to keep or like I don't know.
So many
Like
questions.
I don't I'm curious to see like what the thought process is. And I don't know, the Bulls front office, like have they hit since I don't know, since when? I don't know, D Rose? I don't know.
Shout out Derrick Rose. Shout out Derrick
Like
Rose.
have they hit recently?
Recently?
Like I don't know. Like
I don't know.
moves wise. Like have they been maybe Lonzo, I mean Lonzo was a good hit. Lonzo was a good pickup, but of course he got hurt. But outside of that though, like have they made some moves, like good moves in your eyes?
Let's just stop talking about the Bulls. I don't know what they're doing.
My bad, my bad. But so yeah, but then they also have a 2026 second round pick as well. So you get a pick as well out of that. So yeah, you could. I'm sure, and I think next year's draft should be. It seems like it's going to be a deep one. So
They
you
exchanged
might.
second round picks.
Oh, you said they exchanged it,
Yeah.
but I think the one they got. I think the one the Bulls got is 2026. It might be wrong. I don't know, but and then the
Oh,
one Celtics got was 2027.
oh.
So
I
the
mean, it's not like they gained anything. It was like
yeah.
second round pick out, second round pick in. And
Yeah.
what
So
we got
yeah.
next?
Next big one, big dog, Los Angeles Clippers get Donovan Mitchell's former backcourt mate, Darius, I don't know his middle name, Garland, and a 2026 second round pick. Who could they possibly get for all that, you ask? None other than Mr. Beard himself, Lucky Lefty. He's been chilling off the club, so shout out to him for growth. Shout out to him for the growth. It's a good place, Cleveland, Cleveland be chilling. James Harden, probably the most blockbuster trade, which is tough because you were looking forward to John Morant and Giannis, but this will do. Hey, this will do. Um, your thoughts?
This came out and this developed in like a day. It was just a random thing. Like within a day, it was like James Harden wants to leave the Clippers. James Harden is now a Cavalier. Um, it just happened so quick. Um, I think it's kind of crazy that it happened. I know Garland is hurt. He keeps getting hurt. But he is young. Um, Trading him away for James Harden kind of significantly narrows down your window. Um, so I guess the Cavs better be prepared that you now have like a 2, 3 year window after this trade, and if you don't get a championship, it's pretty much over. Um,
Mm,
and you better hope that James Harden doesn't pull another one of these and decides he wants to get traded again. Because he did it to the Rockets, the Nets. the 76ers and now the Clippers. Um,
Mm.
let's hope it doesn't happen again.
He said, pull
Um,
another one of these.
yeah, he did it to so many other teams, man. Every time he's like, I want out. And then Clippers, they got younger. Surprisingly, they got younger.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly. Who would have thought they'd look for youth? Who would have
What
thought?
do they say? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
At least they're learning. Unlike the Kings.
Dang. You're, you're really you're not a Kings fan, I see. Uh yeah, I don't know. Um Harden, you know what he can do when he's on. You know what I mean? But then Thunder, Thunder. I the Dallas Mavs reporter went in on it. I don't know if you saw that video, but he went in on it. Like he pretty much just described his whole career essentially. Basically in a synopsis, he got everything he wanted. Like he gets everything he wants, but still leaves. That was his take on it. So
Does every team, like I said.
Thunder, Clippers, well no, Thunder, Rockets, Nets, Clippers, Cavs. Who's next?
76ers. You forgot the 76ers.
What is this? A hip hop Harry dance circle? Jeez, Louise. Um, James Harden. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. And also, I mean, like I said, with all the other players with expiring contracts, I'm assuming the Cavs should be, I guess, committed to him long term. He does have a player option after this year. Well, this summer. So does he pick it up? Does he decline
Hopefully,
it? And oh, what you say?
hopefully they resign. They better pray that man resign.
Yeah, because and I don't know. Will the numbers work too? Like I'm curious. Like will the numbers work? Like in terms of because they have a lot of money tied up in that team. Like just their top three, their big three. I know Allen has a little nice chunk of change. I'm not sure if Mobley's deal doesn't kick in until next season. Maybe that's why they're okay. And I feel like that might be the reason. Because I know he signed a max extension. Oh, not so his deal also kicked in this season as well. So I'm wondering like how they're making the money work. You know what I mean? Just cause that's a lot of salary in that team, just in the starting lineup. But curious to see how him and Donovan Mitchell are gonna make it work out. Uh, two ball dominant guys. Um, Harden has shown that he can play point guard and set the table for his teammates. So what does that do if that is the play style that he has been playing for the past couple seasons? What does that do to Donovan Mitchell? You know what I mean? Does he let it shine and be a good teammate, or what I mean, or do they figure out how to try to or just figure out how to coexist? And that's gonna take basically some sacrifices from both of them, in terms of ball usage, balls. But like, I think yeah, I mean solid trade. I think you had to make this move just because I mean Garland and Mitchell didn't really seem like the best fit. So, you send Garland off to, a team that, where he can flourish. It's pretty much gonna be him and Kawhi's team. You know what I mean? As long as Kawhi is playing. And we'll see what how Garland I'm excited to see how he adapts to his new environment, his new team, and hopefully he could bring some of that excitement, back to the Clippers. You know what I mean? Just maybe like even from the Lob City days.
Yeah. It'll really be really interesting to see how they end up on.
No, I would. It will. Oh, this is a big one.
Next one.
Now I don't know if they officially announced this one yet, but I mean it seems like it's a lot. This was a big one too. It's funny, you called it actually. You didn't. I don't know if you did. You say the Wizards,
Did I? I said it wasn't for everybody though. So I mean,
but like specifically, like this specifically AD though. So the Anthony Davis trade. Washington Wizards get Anthony Unibrow Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, Dante Exum. Lord, the Wizards got some decisions to make. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look at that uh guard depth chart. I just don't. I just know it's too many players. Jeez, you already got Bub Carrington, Sharif Cooper. Uh, God dang,
Chicago Bulls.
low key, yes, essentially yes. Dang, why am I missing their starter? That's bad. I feel
Trey
like that's
Young.
probably who.
Trey Young.
Oh well, yeah. Oh no, Trey Young, but Trey Young, yeah. But who's starting in his place? I forgot. It'll come to me. But yeah. So those four from the Mavs. The Mavs get Chris Middleton. He returned. Well, I don't know if he's from Texas, but he returns back to Texas. He played his college ball at Texas A&M. So he returns to Texas. AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham. Moves a little bit over to Dallas, but he's traded again later, which we'll talk about. And then Marvin Bagley the third, and a plethora of picks. 2026 first round pick from OKC, 2030 first round pick from Golden State, top 20 protected. 2026 second round pick from Phoenix, 2027 second round pick from Chicago, a 2029 second round pick from the Houston Rockets. Your thoughts?
Terrible. Terrible.
Terrible. Dang.
Let's
Terrible?
remember the Mavericks traded Luca for Anthony Davis,
Oh,
right? And
let
then
it go.
Anthony Davis barely played 5 consecutive games on this team before he got to be traded away again, right? The return awful. Chris Middleton, like he's opting out of the season,
Hey,
going
hey,
for a contender.
hey, hey,
AJ
hey.
Johnson and Malachi you said got traded later on. AJ Johnson, I mean, I guess Marvin Bagley, I guess they really wanted the second overall pick from that draft. So I thought that was more important to them than keeping Luca. Um, the picks I think are just awful picks.
Dang.
If we're keeping it real, they're awful.
Tough
2026
crowd.
first round pick
Jeez.
from OKC, the reigning champions. You traded it. It's basically a 30th pick. It's basically gonna be a 30th pick. A 2030 first round pick from Golden State. Top 20 protected. Top 20. So it's guaranteed to be 21 through 30. So what are we doing? This is what you traded Luca for? It makes no sense from their end.
Oh, you don't think they'll fall into lottery with that protected pick?
It's top 20 protected.
Right. That means what? That means if
If it
they
falls between 1 through 20, Golden State
right.
keep the pick.
Oh yeah, Golden State keeps it. Oh yeah, it's protected for that. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah.
They're awful picks for the Mavericks. They had Luca. They went to the finals with Luca. Awful. Wizards, another team that just decided to punt their rebuild and be like, we're trading for these people. Hopefully Anthony Davis can play more than 5 consecutive games for them next season.
Dang, you
With Trey
said next
Young,
season.
that's just don't let him play this season. Put him on that fake injury reserve list with Trey Young. Don't let them touch that court this whole
I
entire
think they
season.
said Trey's gonna play. I think they said Trey's gonna play. So at some point.
Make him play 2 minutes and then bench him again. Anyway, um, honestly, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Exum, I think were just part of the deal just to make salaries work or something. Or maybe they just wanted to get rid of those players. I know the Mavs wanted to get rid of D'Angelo Russell. I saw a report about that. Um,
Yeah.
Jaden Hardy hasn't gotten any opportunity in Dallas. Probably not gonna get any on the Wizards.
Mm.
And Dante Exum is Dante Exum.
Dante, Dante
Your thought?
Exum is Dante Exum.
Your thought?
Dante, what's that?
I just don't have anything to say for Dante Exum.
What does that even mean?
If
Um,
if he on a 1 year contract, he's not gonna continue. He's not gonna play for next season for them next season
Probably.
anyway.
I think so. I think so. Let me see. I'll go the same order you went. I'll start with Dallas.
Terrible.
Dallas. I mean, it's a clear rebuild. I mean, you clearly were rebuilding when
You didn't say it. Come on now, Dallas.
what?
Shout out Dallas.
Shout out to Dallas. Shout out to Dallas. Clear rebuild. You know what I mean? Clearly you know, building for the future, seeing what they could build around Cooper. He has shown that he is the guy. He is the man for the job. He is the man to lead that rebuild. You just got to find pieces around him. I mean, he just dropped 36 the other day. Like, my God, like, is he a rookie? Like, geez. Chris Middleton, solid vet. I'm curious if they keep him. I'm sure he should be able to carve out some playing time. I would love to see him there. AJ Johnson, a good young team for him to find some playing time with. Maybe he'll probably compete with maybe Brandon Williams. And then once Kyrie comes back, which probably not going to be this year, but I guess regarding this season alone, he should be able to get some playing time. I know, really Brandon Williams, right? Yeah, is there? Am I missing a point guard? Let me know if I'm missing a point guard. But yeah, and then Marvin Bagley, solid big, and we'll see what they can do with these picks. I'm curious to see what that Warriors pick does too. With it being top 20 protected. Uh, that's tough. So you're basically saying, is the Warriors going to be a top 10 team? You're hoping the Warriors is a top 10 team. Yeah, top 10 picks. So it's like you're banking on the Warriors being a top 10 team. You know what I mean? Essentially with the pick being top 20. Am I looking at that correct? Like, you know what I mean? So and with the moves that we're probably gonna talk about in the future, I don't it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So very questionable. 2030 is a long time. So, I mean, we'll see what happens in that 2029 2030 season. Maybe the Warriors you know what I mean, are complete the greatest rebuild, and repeat for three more championships. Who knows? And then it's a great trade, you know what I mean? But
No,
other than that, in terms for the Wizards, I mean, I don't know what type of, I mean, AD can still play, of course. So, uh, well, when he's healthy, he can play. Uh, I don't know, like, and I don't know if he's in the vet mindset because I was thinking in terms of Alex Sarr. You know what I mean? Like Alex Sarr, he's got game. So I think it'll be great for him to compete against somebody like AD when he's able to practice. You know what I mean? So like I think what
what's
happened?
up? Continue.
Yeah, like I think when like if I'm Alex Sarr and I see like AD putting on sweats for practice, like I'm salivating. Like I'm like, yo, like I'm about to get better. I'm about to get better today.
Oh,
Like, but bro, from a competition standpoint,
hold on. If I see Anthony Davis putting on sweat, I'm salivating. What?
now from a competition standpoint, like yo,
That
he's about to practice today. Like he about like bro about to practice today. Like we about to, compete. Like I'm about to get better. Like we talking a top 10, top five.
Alex Sarr can't compete too much against AD because AD might get hurt. Okay, we gotta bring it down a notch. Okay, You think like they're gonna have this great one-on-one? I don't think we should. That's gonna be happening, man.
Oh man, freaking Jesus Shuttlesworth versus his dad, and he got game. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like, oh, like they try to play for the Jordans, bro. They try to, you know what I mean? Like, is he gonna go to big stage? Is he gonna go to Kentucky? Like, you know. But yeah, I think that'll be a good development tool for him, just from a competition standpoint. Once AD's healthy, you know, just to have that, and just to have somebody who's done it. You know what I mean? He's an NBA champion. You know what I mean? You know, some people argue is the bubble a real champion? Who knows? You know, that's up to you. But you know, he's an NBA champion. He's been a perennial all-star, perennial all NBA guy, you know what I mean, for a long time. You know what I mean? So he definitely knows what it takes to succeed and dominate as a big. So that's definitely a great tool for him. Jaden Hardy, get in line. D'Angelo Russell, get in line. Like, bro, hey, Dante Exum, get in line. Like, dang, Wizards, like, how many options do you need, bro? Dang. I just named
God,
3 point guards, and y'all have 3 more point guards on your roster already. Like, hey,
three point guard lineups are the way.
Billy Donovan, what did you start? Jeez Louise. Um, but yeah, I'm curious to see who they keep. Jaden Hardy's a young guard, so I don't know if this is the right situation for him, especially with the Wizards already having a plethora of young guards is already. D'Angelo Russell, I think you said what'd you say about Oh, go ahead.
They're- None of them are staying, bro. Let's be honest here. They're after this season, they're all gone. Like I'm just well, keeping it a buck. They're all gone after this
But
season. They're just
no,
there
that's
for the
real.
trade.
No, that's real. But yeah, I think just for Alex Sarr, I just don't like the positive I can see is just Alex Sarr. Um, if AD is, because I mean, now I'll pose a question to you. You're probably gonna clown, but like, you're probably gonna clown me for this, but like, is this on the same level? This is the AD trade on the same level in terms of do you see it as a like kind of how you was explaining to Jaden Ivey, like see what you get? Basically, my question is it worth the risk? Is this trade worth the risk? Especially having a solid young big that you have promise in Alex Sarr. Is this worth the risk? Like all those picks, you know what I mean? Like all those pieces. You didn't really give up too much. You didn't really give up too many players necessarily. You know what I mean? So I guess you're happy about that. But I mean,
Low
just
key,
your thoughts.
low key, yeah. Low risk, high reward. Like what they gave up. Chris Middleton was leaving after this season. Marvin Bagley even playing that many minutes? Um, Malachi got traded like 3 times this season. Maybe AJ Johnson's the most valuable one there. The picks don't really matter because one, they're not the Wizards pick. Two, they're picks from contending teams, so it's not like they were going to be good picks. So technically, the Wizards have been doing good in buying low superstars that their trade value right now is so low, but the potential can be high. So they happen with Trey Young. It's pretty much happening with AD.
Mm,
So I guess good for them, honestly.
it's a great take. Great take. Yeah. Nah, I agree. Yeah, we'll see what they do. Definitely AD is going to be a big part of this. See how healthy he can come back and see how well he can help that team. And you know, they have a solid thing going. You know, so I think AD would be the perfect fit for that. If just if as long as he's healthy, of course. You know. All right,
Excellent.
next, let's talk about a real team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the reigning NBA champions. Get Mr. TikToker. Hey, hey. Jared McCain's nice. So OKC. Get Jared McCain. 76ers get back. 2026 first round pick from Houston. 2027 second round pick, which is the most favorable. out OKC, Houston, Indiana, and Miami. So whoever's the highest, I guess. And then two 2028 second round picks from OKC and Milwaukee. I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm sorry, I had to,
No,
talk
you.
about
I
it.
want you to go first. It's your
I
team. Go
love
ahead.
it. He fits right in. You know what I mean? Just with the culture. He seems like a very high character type of guy. You know what I mean? And he's a great shooter, great basketball player. Uh, Now I'm curious to see what the rotations are going to be. AJ Mitchell has came on to the scene and just obliterated his opportunity. Like he's taken the most advantage of all his playing time and has shown what we were missing last year. And we won the championship. So you know what I mean? That's exciting to see. But I feel like there are some minutes for McCain. It probably will be slim to none, but he plays both sides of the ball and he can stretch the floor. So I think that'll be great, just a great addition, and just some more shooting and good young talent, you know. And also to like you kind of know the talent that he has. You know what I mean? He was arguably rookie of the year. You know he was having a rookie of the year type of season before his injury, right? So I think him coming in with hopefully like coming in with some type of hunger, like something to prove. You know what I mean? Like y'all traded me, like you know what I mean. So and you trade me to an NBA champion. So yeah, I'm curious to see. I feel like the attitude may be a little bit different too.
I don't know what's going on with the 76ers that they decided to trade him. It was kind of surprising that the 76ers just gave up on him so quickly. Um, Shout out to OKC. The rich just keep getting richer. You guys are a very, very deep team. So I'm interested to see, like you said, the amount of playing time that he's gonna get, like who's gonna earn playing time on this team. Because you guys are deep. You guys are very deep.
Yeah.
Um, I'm actually surprised. Sam Presti's giving up so many picks. The
Mm,
man loves his picks. He loves his picks, so I always get surprised when he trades some of them away
yeah.
and didn't get any back. So I'm very surprised. So first in 3 seconds. I don't know. I guess when he was scouting the middle schoolers, they back then they weren't so hot, so he decided to trade the picks. So
Yeah, I mean that Houston pick is probably going to be a 20, 30, close to
25.
30. Yeah, 25 type of pick anyway. Uh Now I mean that Indiana second round pick might be a little bit high. Uh, I mean, depending on when
2027.
Halliburton comes back. I mean, Halliburton may be back, so it may not be that high. But yeah, I think it's a solid trade. Worth the risk. It is a lot of picks for one player. So I'm trying to figure out though, like, did they really have to give that much? I'm trying. Is this a lot though?
It's not a
Just
lot. I'm just more surprised that Sam Presti gave away his valuable picks. You know how he
right,
is with his picks.
not for sure.
Yeah. Next
But
trade.
I
Oh
like it
wait,
though.
never mind.
Good trade. What happened?
Oh, I thought we were doing the next trade.
No, we good. We good. Hornets, Bulls, and OKC. Another three-team deal. Who does? Oh Lord, dang! I forgot about him. Yo, what are the Bulls doing?
Ah, go ahead.
Okay, we'll do our due diligence. Chicago Bulls. Anthony Simons, Jaden Ivey. Chicago Bulls pick up from the Hornets. Colin Sexton.
Come on, continue. You stop it at the first player.
My bad. I'm just trying. My bad. I'm trying to figure it out. Usman Dang again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. OKC legend. I'm so sorry. Uh, 2029 second round pick. Whoever the least favorable of Denver and Charlotte. So whoever has I guess the worst record. 2031 second round pick. From New York. And well, not from New York, but it was a New York pick, and then a 2031 second round pick from Denver. Uh, Charlotte Hornets. Mike Conley's traded once again. Uh, Coby White returns home, homecoming. I don't know if he's from Charlotte, but I know he's from North Carolina. Uh, 2029 second round pick, most favorable of Atlanta or Miami, and one of the great passing bigs the league has seen, Mason Plumlee, who was waived. Um, we it's so much to unpack, so much.
Like, all right, I'll start. The Thunder. I can't believe they waived your favorite player, Mason Plumlee.
How dare they?
Um,
How
how
dare
dare
they?
they? How dare
How
they?
dare they?
They need a backup big anyway, don't they?
We do. We do.
Exactly. Get it together. The Hornets. Did Mike Conley get waived later on in the day? I think Mike Conley's getting waived. Um,
Probably.
Shout out to them for getting Coby White. Coby White has been very impressive. Um, he's really picked it up. I think towards the end of last season when he started picking it up.
I have a
Um,
question for that too.
okay, I think it's a good pickup. The Bulls.
You're correct. Oh, sorry. You are correct. He was waived. Mike Conley was waived.
Okay, the Bulls. Colin Sexton, get ready to play power forward. Um, yeah, get ready for that, boy.
He
And
finna go
then,
back to his Alabama days when he had to play freaking one against five, one
so
against five.
that's why they picked him up. They needed that grit and grind type of culture for that power forward spot.
Hey man, we saw you take on five. We saw you take on 4 or 5 D1 players. We figured you could play center. Like, come on,
Exactly,
this
exactly.
is your. That's crazy.
The new PJ Tucker.
What a low key, yes. What are they on? Like, really, what are they on? Um, you done?
Yeah, yeah.
Young Bull is a young bull. Uh, yeah. He's I don't, uh, bro. You have 5 guys, 5 guards. You have 5, 6 guards, bro.
And it's a 5-man starting lineup. Come on now, man. Keep up.
Um, um, okay. Yeah. Uh, then you got some picks as well. I don't know. I honestly don't know. You have 2 guys that are free agents, so I mean, I guess they may not play too much of a part, unless you end up signing both of them. Then Billy Donovan, your that the GM's just got to be questioned. If you trade for Colin Sexton and you sign back Anthony Simons and Jaden Ivey, some you must there must be a new form of NBA basketball coming around that I don't know about, like a new trend or something. You know what I mean? Like what did the Houston Rockets start? Uh, I blame PJ Tucker for this. I don't know why. I love his sneaker collection, but it's just I don't know. It's this is a lot. This is a lot. Um, in terms of Kobe White though, what I was gonna pose the question was, it sucks to see Mike Conley go through this too. With him being such a solid point guard and get traded twice and then get waived. Like I wonder if he really just. I mean, what more does he have to prove? You know what I mean? You just call it quits. Um, Kobe White though, I wonder if this is a move for LaMelo. You know what I mean? Just because you've seen the inconsistencies in terms of the lineups. You know what I mean? There are some games where coach wants to maybe, I guess, not prove. I don't want to say prove a point, but maybe send a message. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if you don't do what you got to do, You know what I mean? Being the max player, like I'll bench you. Like you'll come off the bench. You know what I mean? I feel like this triples that message because you're bringing in a starting caliber guard in Coby White. You know what I mean? And he can play point as well. You know what I mean? So I feel like this. I don't know why. That's just what went in my head. I feel like this is a message to Lamelo. Like we're bringing him here, and Kobe White's a baller. Like he's a baller, and the fact that you trade him to his hometown, to his home state. You know what I mean? So that's even more motivation for him to want to play well in front of his home crowd. You know what I mean? So I think it's definitely. I feel like it's got to be a message to Lamelo in terms of. I mean, like we know you have all the talent, but this is the National Basketball, Association. Like it's a next man up. You know what I mean? Mentality if you don't get right.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. I kind of agree with that. I never
Yeah,
thought
I
about it
mean,
that way, but good point.
because I mean that's just what it screams. I mean, Kobe White's not a scrub. You know what I mean? Like he's a 20 point per game scorer. Like he's not no. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if you're fully committed to Lamelo and like fully trust him, I don't think you would bring in another combo guard like another person that can play point that can play his position. And I mean, I don't know, do they fit long term together? I don't really see it. You know what I mean? But maybe the coach could figure it out. But I feel like it's definitely some type of shot, some type not shot, but it's some type of message to Lamelo for sure.
Next trade.
Next trade. Another player. Such we talked about Mike Conley going through these trades, and even another player. It's tough to see in this situation. One of the great PGs as well. So we got another 3-team deal. Brooklyn Nets. They get Ochai Agbaji and a second round pick. The Clippers get draft rights to sound it out. Uh, Toronto Raptors.
Oh, that's a good one. Draft it to find it.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. Doug
I like that.
Dimmadome. I don't know.
I like that one.
Uh, Toronto Raptors get D1, the only CP3. Your thoughts?
Um, I think this is honestly like a point. I don't get us like. I don't think any team got better or anything. I think Chris Paul's actually getting waived from the Raptors. I don't think the Raptors are keeping him.
Word. Hey,
Um, so I think Chris Paul might be a free agent. Maybe he'll sign with a team who
sheesh.
actually values him now. If
Okay.
he gets waived, so that's good for him. The other two teams, I think, like trades are insignificant for them.
I wonder if the OKC reunion is on the horizon, huh?
Bro,
That would
you,
be
you you couldn't even keep Mason Plumlee. I don't think you could afford to keep somebody else, bro.
good one. Good one. Good one. Uh yeah, that's tough. That's tough if they waive him. I thought he could have been a solid guard. But I ain't gonna lie, the Raptors are set at point guard. I love Sheed or Shead. I don't want to say it wrong, but I love that point guard from Houston. Quickly, he's solid. He's solid. I hear a lot of mixed reviews on Quickly too. Like I don't know if I don't know if like fans are like fully sold on him. You know what I mean? As a starting PG. But I thought maybe that could have been a option, but I mean they are set. They are pretty set in that area. Ochai Abaji, I mean, he gets an opportunity to prove himself. Get some good film, and see, you know, if the Nets are, what I mean, a long term solution for him. 2032 second round pick, a little while, and Mr. Sounded Out going to the Clips. Uh, I don't even want to try to spell that. Yeah.
Hopefully, Chris Paul gets waived and goes to a team that will appreciate him. So I got to
Oh, do
say,
you have a team in mind?
no,
Dang, dang, I was hoping you had something.
I didn't
I
think
don't
that
know.
for him.
I want to think of somebody, but I don't think surprising.
Next trade. We got like
Next
50 that
trade.
we to go through.
You said what?
We still got like 50 more trades to go through or something.
15. Lord Emmerich.
I don't know. I just
All
know
right.
we got a bunch.
3-team deal. Another 3-team deal. The Hawks, Jazz, and Cleveland Cavaliers. Hawks get stretch five, Jock Landale. Utah Jazz get point guard maestro Lonzo Ball and some cash. And the Cleveland Cavaliers get 2 second-round picks. Go.
The Cavaliers saved money by trading away Lonzo Ball. Been having very bad shooting splits. So I guess that's why they traded him away. They got Dennis Schroeder, so I guess they didn't need him that much anymore. Utah Jazz, they got Lonzo Ball. I think they probably wanted him for the defense that he could bring to this team. Atlanta needed a center, so they got a center. They needed another center because another trade happened later on. So
Right. So yeah, Utah Jazz, you get some solid guard depth. I don't know, it's interesting because I mean you have two solid PGs. Keontae George is tremendous. Isaiah Collier, like I said earlier, 22 assists. So you kind of set at that position in a sense. But I'm curious to see what Lonzo does. I wonder if he stays there as well, like kind of with the CP3 tip. Like I wonder if he stays there or if, another team, another playoff contender team that may need some guard depth, tries to take a swing at him. But Jock Landale, solid big, stretch five, like I said. So yeah, and then 2 second rounds for Cavs, stack up them picks. So yeah, solid. Yeah, I don't know, very lackluster deal. Tyus Jones, Magic and Hornets. Tyus Jones will be involved in another trade later on. But in this trade, Hornets got Tyus Jones for a little bit, maybe a couple hours. And then 2027 second round pick, least favorable of the Boston or Orlando, maybe most likely Orlando. Sorry. Uh 2028 second round pick, and Orlando gets money. I wonder how this cash works. Like, what is that a Venmo transaction or a Cash App? Like, what are we talking?
I don't know.
Cash, like cash considerations.
It's tough being a Magic fan.
Like, do they send the player with like a duffel bag or something? Like, I don't know.
It's tough being a Magic fan.
Y'all just giving away money. Like, just giving away money. A more exciting trade. Uh, it's kind of been one that's been kind of brewing all season. Uh, Jonathan Kuminga gets his wish granted. You know, uh, he's making his way to ATL, Lemon Pepper Steppers. Buddy Hield, oh buddy, it's going to the Hawks. And who do the Warriors get in return? None other than Kristaps Porzingis. Not bad. It's actually not bad. Not a terrible trade. But then again, though, Warriors. I mean, I guess it makes sense though, because you really didn't really show that you wanted to develop. Like you really weren't interested in Kuminga. So
The Warriors went from saying they were gonna get Giannis Antetokoumpo to now they got Kristaps Porzingis.
man, that was not happening.
Kristaps Porzingis, who I don't know how many games he's played, but he's also injury prone. Um,
Mhm.
you gave up Kaminga, which you were gonna trade anyway. I guess it didn't matter. The man was 1 foot out the door since the season began. Um, why would you trade Jimmy Butler's best friend when Jimmy Butler's injured? I think Jimmy
Jimmy
Butler's
Butler's
gonna
best friend with Jimmy Butler's injury.
it's gonna hurt Jimmy Butler to come back and not see Buddy Hield. Um, great for the Hawks. Kristaps Porzingis is always hurt, like I mentioned. So it's good that they just got off of him, I guess now. And got some young, Kaminga, young. Is he a free agent after this? He might be a
Uh,
free agent.
nah, because I thought he signed that deal, or was that
I
a
thought he signed a
qualifying
1 year.
offer? Or maybe
I
that was
thought.
a
Anyway,
maybe that was a
shout out to them
qualifying offer.
for trying to swing for the fences, getting a young player, and Buddy Hield, a good shooter. And I like it for the Hawks. Golden State, you're wasting Curry's last few years with an
Mm,
injury-prone Porzingis. You could have gotten
mm.
the other stuff, but short Porzingis.
Yeah, so I think after next year, so after this season, it's a team option, I believe. So, team option of 24 mil. So, that'll be interesting. See if they pick that up. But I mean, Hawks, you get young. Uh, that should be some exciting wing play. Kaminga, Jalen Johnson. You know what I mean? Dyson Daniels. Maybe Kaminga still comes off the bench, or does Risashe come off the bench? Like I don't know. I wonder what that looks like. You know what I mean? Just in terms of what number one pick,
Number one pick.
number one pick, Zach Risashe. Hey man, give me some time, bro. Jeez, it's not everything's not a microwave, man. Maybe an air fryer. Like, come on, like like
Okay.
yeah, let them cook up a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, good new scene, new environment, a fairly young squad. You know what I mean? So you got what you wanted. Now show up. Now you got to show up and ball out. And Buddy Hill, good shooter. So
Next,
good vet shooter.
shout out Buddy Hield. Next trade.
Buddy Hill. Next trade. Uh, uh, Warriors trade Trace Jackson Davis for a 2026 second round pick. Uh, I don't know. I
No
see him
comment
and
next.
Colin Murray Boyles as the same guy. Oh, what happened?
No comment next.
Yeah, I don't really have. I, I hope he doesn't cut in the way of Murray Boyles. I like Murray Boyles. He's good. Next trade, Yabusele to the Bulls for Dalen Terry. And I thought this was gonna be a moment for for Dalen Terry to, what I mean, finally get a chance, get some playing time, maybe try to carve out some minutes, right? Uh, oh, you got some?
No.
No.
Shout out to the Bulls. This is not a point guard.
Now they got a small ball five. Now they got a small ball five.
Maybe Giddy
Literally.
doesn't have to play the five.
Oh man. Now they have a small ball five. But just when you thought Daniel Terry wasn't gonna get moved again. Uh Another potential trade or announced trade, but not really official yet. But the Knicks to receive Jose Alvarado. I believe he is from New York. So that would kind of be a homecoming, I believe. I kind of like that. I don't know. Jose Alvarado and MSG. Yeah. I,
Shout
I'm
out
here
Jose
for it.
Alvarado.
I'm here for it. Pelicans in return, Dalen Terry, two second round picks, and some cash.
Shout out Jose Alvarado. He's Puerto Rican. I think he's a Puerto Rican from New York. So I have to support my Puerto Rican. Shout out to him. I think it's a good pickup for the Knicks. Grand Theft Alvarado is now in New York. Shout out
That's
to
fun.
them.
That's fun. Yeah. I mean, Miles McBride is the backup. Uh, so I'm curious to see like what that look like, where he fits in. You know what I mean? But I'm sure with his energy and the type of energy that he plays with, I'm sure he'll find his way onto the floor at some point. And Dalen Terry, I mean, it's plenty of room. You know what I mean? Just young team, not really winning. So just try to get some good film. You know,
Next trade.
another trade. This was kind of questionable. Oh wait, what? Dang, Bulls, what are y'all doing? This is some bull. Jeez, the Bulls on that bull, bro.
Come on, bro.
Minnesota Timberwolves and the Chicago Bulls. Minnesota takes one of the Bulls guards, Ayo Dosumu. And what do the Bulls ask for in return? Thinking, oh, maybe they're trying to, Okay, they trying to get rid of guards. Okay, let's trade away Ayo Dosunmu. No, let's get another guard, Rob Dillingham, and forward Leonard Miller, a 2026 second round pick between the Denver and Golden State, the 2027 second round pick from Cleveland, 2031, and a 2032 second round pick. 31 from Minnesota and Golden State, 32 from Phoenix and Houston. I'm lost. I don't know at this point. I'm exhausted.
All right, from the Bulls. Let's start with the Bulls. Ayo was on I think this is his last year of his contract. So they essentially got rid of him and got another guard back. You know, they love their guards. So they got another
They
guard
do.
under contract who's younger. Um, and what is it, 4 second round picks? So they're loading up on second round picks. Shout out to them. At least they're getting second round picks in return. Um, Obviously a young guard. They love their guards. For Minnesota now. Didn't they trade one first? Was it one or two for Rob Dillingham just to give him up so quickly? Um, it's questionable there. But also, I don't feel like AO resolves their issues because I think when we talked, we felt like what they really need is a younger Mike Conley, like that
Mm,
playmaker. I don't think AO's that. He's more of that scoring first point guard, not like that playmaking point guard. And
right.
also, it's like inspiring. I'm interested to see what the Timberwolves saw there. Um, or maybe the market dried up for them and they couldn't get maybe a younger Mike Conley type of point guard. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, that is interesting. He, like you said, he is a free agent, so they must see something in him. To give up all that compensation. You know what I mean for him. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's why I'm like, I don't. That's why I was asking about Jared McCain and like even the Jared McCain deal, like and the AO deal. Like these are a lot of picks. Or am I
Hey,
tripping?
second round picks be going left and right all the time.
But then you give up two players as well. So I guess maybe they weren't really committed to Rob Dillingham. This is probably going to be a tough situation for Rob. I mean, you already weren't getting that much PT in Minnesota. Then you have to go and compete for time with
Small
Josh
forward,
Giddey. You know what?
small forward. There you
You got to compete for time with Josh Giddey, Trey Jones, Anthony Simons, and Jaden Ivey.
go, bro. They all play a different guard position. Okay, there's the point guard. There's the shooting guard, point guard. The small forward, point guard. The power forward, point guard, and the center, point guard. They all have time. Trust the process. It's your coach. You should know this.
I knew Billy Donovan was on his time. I don't. So when he was a coach at Florida, he had like a backcourt. It worked. I mean, they were talented. He had a backcourt of Urban Walker, who's like a 5'7", maybe 5'8", I don't know, point guard, and then Kenny Boynton, who was like a great player as well from Florida, out of the state of Florida. Urban Walker was from New York. Uh, Kenny Boynton was like maybe 6'1", 6'2". So he's not new to this. Uh, but but he's taking it to extreme. It's got to be a limit. It's got to. This is the NBA. Like maybe, okay, maybe, maybe that's all he was able to recruit. Maybe Urban Walker and Kenny Boynton was all he was able to recruit. But this is the big leagues now, bro. The Bulls are the biggest question mark so far. Prove me wrong, please. I beg of you. Prove me wrong. I want you to. Like, please. Uh, but yeah, this is interesting. This is very, very, very interesting. All right, next trade. We've got the Lakers and the Atlanta Hawks again. Lakers get Luke Kennard, Sharpshooter. Atlanta Hawks get Gabe Vincent and a 2032. So they've got to wait 6 years to see who their prospect is. So start going to them high school games. Second round pick.
Um,
Uh,
the Lakers got a shooter, so shout out to them. They did something at the deadline.
were you able
Um,
to look at the video I sent you?
no,
Uh,
what
but
happened?
it was like LeBron, like it was like a huddle. And
Oh,
LeBron
he was
trying,
looking at Gabe Vincent, right? He said something and he looked at Gabe Vincent,
yeah, he's like,
right? That one.
he's like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
he was like,
Instantly got traded out. Instantly got traded
it
out.
was. I'm like, dang, it's like that. You couldn't even say his name. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's tough.
but they did get a shooter, so they did get a good player. Got rid of somebody LeBron apparently didn't like. The only issue I think I heard that this was their only tradable second round pick, so now they're kind of tight on second round picks. Well, not tight. They don't have any tradable second round picks, so that's kind of tough for them. And yeah, at least they got a player.
Yeah, I mean, you get some shooting. Can never have too many shooters. Luke Kennard. I guess clearly Gabe Vincent was probably the best fit for that squad. Um, I'm curious. I don't know. Curious to see what those minutes like. She should be able to. Hopefully, you could carve out a role with the Hawks. But I mean, Lakers, you get a good shooter. You get and then Hawks, you get a future pick. So, and I don't really not too much on this trade really. You know.
Next trade.
Next, we've got 76ers. They give away their 17-year veteran, Eric Gordon, and 2032 second round pick swap to the Memphis Grizzlies for a 2032 second round pick swap. I guess it was just time. Uh, and I think, oh, go ahead.
No, go on. I have it.
Oh, no, I thought he got waived. He got waived, right? Eric Gordon.
Did
Or
he?
he's not. I don't
I
know.
don't know. It doesn't say. I don't see it here. Let me keep.
Oh,
I
maybe
don't
not.
see it.
I don't want to put that on his name. Let me not put that on his name. Uh, but maybe he can see what so the Grizzlies actually waived George Niang to get Eric Gordon. So
That's kind
yeah,
of crazy.
yeah, it's pretty wild. So they must see him as somebody that can help that squad. Um, you know what I mean? I mean he's a bucket. We know he's a bucket for sure. One of the coldest to do it. Um, but yeah, Grizz get Eric Gordon and some picks, and both teams get a second round pick. So not too much there. But next we have a two-team deal between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. All right. Bucks get solid backup center, Nick Richards, Nigel Hayes Davis, and once again, long day, Usman Day. Suns get Cole Anthony, exciting point guard, and Amir Coffey, another solid guard as well. And so yeah.
I like it. I like it. Shout out Cole Anthony. Fellow Magic, fellow Magic. Shout out Cole Anthony. Um, yeah, the Bucks got Nick Richards. I think that's a good pickup. Maybe oh no, Bobby Portis is their backup center, isn't he?
I don't know. I mean, why not push for the four?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I guess. Yeah,
But is he too slow for the four? I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Good question. I
Yeah.
forgot Bobby Portis there for a minute.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean nothing too crazy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You get a good backup, somebody to back up Miles Turner. So that's it's never too much depth, especially at the big position. Um Nigel Hayes Davis, is interesting actually. So he actually came from overseas. I believe he played in the EuroLeague last year. For who was it, Fenerbahce or something, or one of those teams. So it's interesting. He like made that move and he was like balling over there, winning and everything, and decided to make the move to the Suns. And then he ends up getting traded, mid-season. So I wonder because he was having a successful career overseas. So I wonder how that's going. And then Suns, Cole Anthony, exciting guard, good young guard, and then Amir Coffey, another solid young guard. Yes, solid trade.
Next.
Each trade, I mean, Hunter Tyson,
Okay.
Brooklyn Nets get Hunter Tyson, and a 2032 second round pick. Denver Nuggets get a 2026 second round pick out of the Clippers and Atlanta. So see how that goes.
Cool. Next trade.
I don't know who wants to say. All right. We've got a little excitement with this one.
There we go. We're back at it.
All right. LA Clippers and the Indiana Pacers make a semi-block. I don't lie, this is a block. This could be a blockbuster move. Okay. The Indiana Pacers give up Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, a 2026 first round pick that's protected from 1 to 4 and 10 to 30. Uh, a 2029 first round pick and a second round pick. So basically, Clippers got to fall. They got to hope the Clippers fall between. Oh, wait, no, it's protected from the Indiana. So they got to hope Indiana falls within 5 to 9, which I don't know. And that's next year's draft. So that's
This one is
interesting.
done.
Yeah. So that. Oh yeah. I'm tripping. Dang, 2026. Lord, jeez. Yeah, this year's draft. So yeah, your thoughts?
Um. So Zubac, the Pacers, I guess, they really needed a center. They lost Miles Turner. I think Zubac is a great addition to them. I think it's gonna be nice when Halliburton comes back. He still has a good, competent center when he comes back. Um, so I think in terms of getting him, very good. They gave up Benner and Mathurin. I guess they weren't on the same page. I mean, maybe they didn't see much in him, because he's still young. So it's
They
kind of
probably didn't
interesting
want to
that
pay him.
that is true. Maybe they didn't want to pay him. They didn't
Dang
want to play Miles Turner, so I guess they didn't want to pay him.
it.
Isaiah Jackson. I mean, I think that was kind of like a swing that they took on him to see how he is. Um, what's interesting here is the 2026 first round pick that they gave up. Um, because the Pacers aren't good right now. What are standing of the Pacers in? I don't know if you have it in me, but maybe you can look it up while I talk.
Mhm.
Um, but protected 1 through 4, and then 10 through 30.
They are last in the East right now.
They're last in the East. Okay. Here's the thing, right? You suck right now. You kind of need that pick, right?
Yeah.
So you're really banking. I think the protection is just weird because you suck. So why add the 10 through 30 protection on it? I think the 10 through 30 didn't matter. I think you should have done like a 1 through, I don't know, 6, 7 type of protection instead of the 10 through 30 doesn't really matter. What's interesting here is that because they are dead last, right? The way the new like draft odds are, right? If you have the best odd, the if you're the worst team, you can fall. You don't necessarily get the first round, the first overall pick. You could fall all the way down to fifth.
Mm.
Fifth is not protected. If you're the worst team, you're guaranteed to get 1 through 5. Right? The lowest you can fall from 1 is to 5. So if the lottery doesn't go their way and they fall to 5, they lost their pick. Why wouldn't you protect it 1 through 5 and then tank the rest of the season, and then you're guaranteed to still keep that pick? I think it's weird. You're banking a lot on it. I mean, if it falls to the Clippers, shout out to them. They already got a top 5 pick. For the Clippers side, in that
And
terms, the
Benedict
Clippers
Mathurin? What?
and Benedict Mathurin, the Clippers trying to get young. Shout out to them, man. They're actually making moves to get young. They're doing
Yeah,
something.
nah, I mean, I think this was a great deal for the Clippers, actually. Especially if the whole protected situation, if that works out in their favor. Um, you also get a 2029 first round pick as well. So that who knows who that could be, down the road, right? And then second round pick as well. Benedict Mathurin. He's a scorer. He could put that ball in the basket. And you're definitely getting a guy that's playing for a big contract. You know what I mean? He's proven himself, and he's probably going to be due for a big payday once that time comes. You know what I mean? Will they give it to him? That remains to be seen. He will be a restricted free agent, so uh, once as he balls out, which I'm sure he will, um, there's probably going to be some people after him for sure, and they'll have the option to match that, and see, and you have an audition period. We've been saying that a lot. It's a lot of audition periods, for this trade. Maybe that need to be the title or something. Like it's a lot of audition. Like a lot of guys are auditioning for either their next job or what I mean, or extended contracts. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something to look out for. To see how him and Garland are able to develop, if any chemistry at all, if they have it at all. Matherin's not even 24 yet, so still young. Garland should still be in his early 20s, slightly, well, not early, but slightly mid to early 20s. So I mean, you'll see if this could be a backcourt of the future.
Yeah, I agree. Great
Now I
job by the
wonder who
Clippers.
the center, who's their center
Shout
gonna
out
be?
Brooke Lopez.
Yeah, solid. And then Isaiah Jackson, another shot blocker, so athletic. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see too how they use him. All right, next we've got, like we said earlier with Tyus Jones, he was on the move again. Uh, this time he lands in Dallas with the Mavericks. Shout out to Dallas. For Malachi Branham. So Malachi, we thought he was moving down the road to Dallas from San Antonio, but uh, he's actually gonna settle in Charlotte now. So yeah, just your thoughts on
The Magic have to be the most incompetent team out here sometimes. You
talk
give
about it.
you you give Tyus Jones this deal. Okay, I get it. He doesn't work out for you. You gave up two freaking second round picks to get rid of him just for the Charlotte Hornets to be like, all right, big dog, I appreciate those 2 seconds. I'm going to take this guy that you gave me and retrade him for another guy. And we're not going to attach any second round picks when we trade him away. Shout out to the Hornets. The Hornets robbed us. They were doing good. Um, the Magic needs something. Fire the owner, fire the front office, fire everybody. Like incompetency is happening down there. Incompetency.
Yeah. Mavs, I mean Tyus Jones, solid guard. You get a solid guard, vet. Where does he fit in? Um, because I know you got Brandon Williams already. Kyrie's gonna come back. Well, Kyrie's not coming back this year, so
Kyrie's not coming back.
Tyus Jones should definitely he should be in the room for some PT. Who the Mavs get? They've got somebody. We was talking about a little bit earlier, a couple minutes ago. Um, the guard that they got. It was a point guard, somebody. Uh, but yeah,
Somebody from Anthony Davis trade?
yeah. Was it the Anthony Davis trade? I think it was.
Maybe. Anyway,
Yeah,
Cooper Flag is point guard anyway, so
yeah. Ha 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 ha. So that's the point guard. AJ Johnson, I think that's what it was. It AJ?
they've been playing him as the point guard. So
Oh, well, yeah. So AJ Johnson, I think it's a great year though. Great year for Cooper to just develop. Um, seems like the front runner for Rookie of the Year. You know what I mean? So just a team, just a chance for him to develop that relationship with Jason Kidd, and just see what the NBA is like. See what you need to work on. See what you don't need to work on. I mean, you're not expected to lead them to the playoffs or even to the second round, but just I guess this would be a good time to just figure out the game and figure out what you're really going to be good at. What's going to be your niche. But I mean, he seems like he's figured it out. And he's figuring it out as he goes with a great coach as well, Jason Kidd. And we land. Oh, you got something else?
Um, I'm just looking through. This is about one of the the trades we talked about earlier. Nick Richards is actually going to Chicago.
Mm.
Um, and Deng is going to Milwaukee. According to Shams, I don't know how official it is.
Hey,
Obviously, all these trades haven't been official, but I guess Nick Richards is not going to be in open Milwaukee. I got Chicago got a center.
shout out to
So
Chicago.
congrats to the point guard that does not have to play center.
I'm about to say because they needed somebody. I think they still had Jalen Smith on their roster, but still, I don't know if he was the long term option. But okay, solid. Um, so yeah, good trade. One final trade, last but not least.
Or so we think so far.
All
Imagine when
right.
there's somebody else that or something.
Huh. Celtics give up Xavier Tillman. Hornets give up the C notes.
Um, so I think there was two other players that might have gotten traded in separate deals from the Celtics. Um, but the important thing here is that the Celtics are no longer a luxury tax team. They actually got under the tax, which I think is very important for the Celtics, seeing as they're probably going to go heavy in the tax when Tatum comes back to build that roster back up. So the fact that they could have this 1 year where they're under the tax is going to do a lot for their future. So I think it's good. It's good management by the Celtics.
Facts. You said it's been the first time in a while they've been under the tax.
Yeah.
Mm. It's good for them.
I Funny enough, I saw a thing that said they started in June 14th. They were estimated their total payroll, including tax, they were going to pay $540 million or something. Um,
Dang,
with
what
their
was the cap?
payroll, it's because of the tax. Because
Oh,
their
okay.
roster, they're getting taxed.
Oh, okay.
Now, I think, and these are rough numbers because I don't remember the exact numbers. And I think now they're down to only having to pay 185 million, which is right under the tax. I think the tax is like 190, maybe 195. So
That's
great
their
man,
that's their team salary? 185?
no, something like that. No, not it's not exact numbers. It's not exact numbers. Um, because this is just I quickly saw it, and so I don't have the exact numbers off the top of
I
my
don't know
head.
why
But
that
rough.
sounds low for an NBA team, but no, it might be around that.
Let's see, what's the tax? NBA tax.
Might be around that though.
So the NBA luxury tax is set at 187.9 million.
Wow.
That's the tax number.
Mm.
But yeah, shout out to them.
Shout out to them. And that's all the trades we have. Um,
There's one thing. It's not a
oh,
trade. It's not a trade. But according to he said the Brooklyn Nets are waiving Cam Thomas.
wow.
How do you feel about that?
I guess it was bound to happen. I guess they didn't want to pay him either.
I'm surprised
Uh,
they didn't find a trade for him.
I thought they did pay him. No, they didn't. They didn't end up signing him, right?
No.
I don't think they did. I guess they didn't want to commit to him long term. He'll definitely get picked up. I'm sure somebody will definitely for sure will probably use love to use his scoring services. Um, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm
I don't know
surprised
how
that
I feel about that.
I'm surprised that there was no trade and they just straight out waived him. I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like they could have got something, but
I don't
at
know.
least he's able to find a home that maybe he likes.
Somebody's definitely gonna get him though. Somebody's gonna get a bucket.
Yeah,
I bet he transfers like in conference too. Like he goes to like an in conference team or an in conference rival and just like starts to cook.
yeah,
Like that'd be cool. But nah,
yeah.
that's
That
wild
was
though.
interesting. And throughout all of this, all of this mayhem, 30,000 trades, people getting waived left and right, people going traveling to three different cities on trades.
Facts.
John Morant is still in Memphis. Giannis Antetokoumpo is still in Milwaukee.
Wild.
The two biggest names that the two biggest, I guess, most likely trade candidates did not get traded at all. Kind of crazy,
That is
but that's the
wild.
deadline.
Dang, what was the point of that? Like to hype up, to create some hype, some unnecessary hype that wasn't gonna happen. Like, I don't
That's
know.
the trade deadline for you.
I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, Giannis is hurt, so maybe either his injury is bad and teams are worried, or just the overall market is just not where it needs to be. You know what I mean? For you to get something in return for your superstars. Um, Ja was interested. I thought for sure Ja would probably be out of there, especially with how things were going. Um, but I guess nobody made the move. Um, yeah, so I'm curious to see what that looks like moving forward with that squad, seeing how that looks. But no, that'd be interesting. Who you think? So who you think won the trade deadline? Who are you excited? Who were you like excited to see with the new squads?
Who won? I wouldn't even know who to say won, honestly. It was just all over the place. I can't think of a real winner.
Yeah.
Who do you have? Do you have somebody in mind or no?
Do I
Are you
have
the
a
same?
winner? Uh,
Maybe
I say a one. I have a 1A and then like a 1E, like a this like it's a gap, but it's not a big gap. So Cavs did a great job, I thought. Um, you get James Harden, but then also if James Harden doesn't work out, you have a starring caliber guard in uh, Dennis Schroeder. You know what I mean?
okay.
Keon Ellis is a solid young guard. You still have Craig Porter. You still have Tyson, who looks like it's going to be a solid young player. Jalen Tyson. Or, um, still have Mobley. Still have Mitchell, of course. Jared Allen. So you still got guys. Dean Wade, Max Strus is still injured. So you still have guys, you know what I mean, to compete. So they should. And then of course, Jaren Jackson just being able to full time play that four position once Kessler gets healthy. And just that front court, just that defensive front court with him and Kessler, I'm excited to see what that looks like too. Between the two of them as well.
Nice, nice. I like it. I like it.
All right, and then I guess the other side, who are you just questioning? Who are you? Why? Like, what are you thinking? Uh, who you got?
The Chicago Bulls five point guard starting lineup is obviously a question. Um, and I think if we're really thinking of losers, you know, I guess the Miami Heat fans. I'm sorry, Pat Riley was
Dang,
asleep.
he made no moves at all.
No moves at all. Pat Riley bedtime's a little early. So I apologize to them. I know they were excited. Potentially could get John Morant. Potentially could get Giannis. Both people did not get traded at all this deadline. Um, so yeah,
Yeah. But shout out to all the GMs and the players and the airplanes and all that. You know what I mean? Y'all were busy today. Y'all were
yeah.
definitely busy today. Y'all put in some work. Uh, but yeah, that's the ONJ trade deadline special. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let us know your favorite trade, who you're excited to see on their new team, uh, who should have made a move, um, any moves you're questioning, and we'll see you in the next video. We out.
We out.